Welcome back to English Podcast Horizon. Today, I want to talk to you. Not like a coach, not like a teacher, not even like a motivational speaker, but like a friend. A friend who has seen you trying, fighting, falling, and standing up again. A friend who knows you are tired sometimes, confused sometimes, and still you keep going. And that's why this episode is for you. You know life doesn't get better by accident. It gets better when we decide we deserve better. But the hardest part is not the change. It's believing we can change. Let me start with a story. I once knew a boy who wasn't confident at all. He was smart, but he never believed he was smart enough. He had dreams, but he thought they were too big for someone like him. Every time life asked him, "What do you want?" he stayed quiet. Not because he didn't know, but because he was afraid to say it out loud. One day his teacher asked him, "Why don't you try?" He said, "Because, what if I fail?" The teacher smiled and replied, "And what if you fly?" That sentence changed something inside him. Not everything in one day. Not his whole life instantly, but something small. Something powerful, something real. A spark. And that's how change always starts. With a spark. Not a fire, with one small decision. Not a life plan with one tiny step that feels almost invisible, but later becomes the reason. Everything changed. Maybe you're waiting for a big moment, a sign, a miracle. But life rarely gives big signs. Life gives whispers. A little push, a small discomfort. A question in your mind that doesn't go away. I deserve more, don't I? And the answer is yes. You do, you know. We spend so much time thinking we're behind, that everyone else is moving faster, that everyone else knows what they're doing. But the truth is, nobody has everything figured out. Not even the people who look confident. Not even the people who smile all the time. Everyone is fighting something. Everyone is healing from something. Everyone is growing. Silently. Self-growth doesn't look like a movie. It looks like waking up early, even when you don't feel like it. It looks like listening to podcasts like this when your mind feels heavy. It looks like making one better choice every day. Even if it's tiny, you don't need to change your whole life today. Just change your next choice. Let's talk about something important. Why do we expect ourselves to be perfect? We get angry at ourselves for being sad. We feel guilty for resting. We feel ashamed for making mistakes. We compare ourselves to people who are not even living the same story. But hear me clearly. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to learn what you must learn. Growth is not fast. Growth is not loud. Growth is not pretty. Growth is not pretty. Growth is uncomfortable, slow, and sometimes lonely. But it is worth it. Think about a seed before it becomes a tree. It spends days, sometimes years, underground. No sunlight. No applause. No recognition, just pressure. Darkness, waiting. But that darkness is not punishment. It's preparation. Maybe you're in that stage. Maybe your life feels slow, or stuck, or silent. But what if, just like that seed, you are preparing for something? Something bigger, something stronger, something that is meant for you, and only you. You know what one of the saddest things in life is? Not failing. It's looking back and thinking, I could have tried harder. I could have believed in myself. I could have taken that step. Fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. But here's something beautiful. Fear and growth go hand in hand. If you're scared, it means you're close to something important. If you feel a discomfort inside you, it means life is stretching you. If you feel nervous, it means you're standing at the edge of becoming a better version of yourself. Let me tell you another story. There was a girl who always wanted to speak on stage, but she thought her voice wasn't good enough. She thought people wouldn't listen to her. So she stayed quiet. For years, one day her friend told her, "You don't have to be ready. You just have to be brave for 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds. 10 seconds to raise your hand. 0.10 seconds to say, 'I'll try.' 10 seconds to take the first step." She tried it. Her hands were shaking, her voice cracked, but she spoke. And when she finished, people clapped, not because she was perfect, but because she was real. And that's the secret. You don't need to be perfect. To change your life, you just need 10 seconds of courage at a time. Think about the things you've want, the dreams you don't talk about. What if they're not impossible? What if you're only one small habit away? One small decision away? One small day of extra effort away? Success is not magic. Success is structure. Success is small efforts repeated until they look big. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, read 2 pages, drink water, listen to something positive, say no to one unhealthy habit, say yes to one good one. Small choices create big changes. Let me speak to the version of you that's tired, the version that feels unseen, the version that feels like nobody understands. See you, I hear you. You're not weak, you're growing. That heaviness you feel is not a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're expanding. Life gets hard before it gets beautiful. Storms come before clear skies. Pressure comes before growth. But you're still here, and that means you're stronger than you think. One day, you'll look back and realize something powerful. All those nights I cried made me softer. All those times I failed made me smarter. All those days I felt alone made me stronger. And all those moments I thought were endings were actually beginnings. This is not the end of your story. This is the chapter that builds you, and when you rise, because you will, you'll understand why everything happened the way it did. You are not broken, you are becoming. And as we close today's episode on English Podcast Horizon, I want you to remember one thing. Your future needs you. Your past does not. So keep going, even slowly, even quietly, even tired. Keep going. The world hasn't seen your best yet. Sometimes we forget that healing also takes time. We expect ourselves to wake up one morning and feel magically motivated, magically disciplined, magically free from all the pain we carried for years. But that's not how humans work. We don't change overnight. We evolve quietly, slowly, gently. And that's okay. You don't have to rush your growth. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't need validation for every step you take. You only need one thing: the courage to keep moving forward. And sometimes courage looks like waking up even when you don't want to. Sometimes courage looks like starting again after failing. Sometimes courage looks like letting go of people who hurt you. Sometimes courage is just taking a deep breath and whispering to yourself, "I will not give up on me." You know, so many people underestimate the power of consistency. They think success is about talent or luck or connections. But in reality, success often belongs to the person who simply refused to stop. Consistency beats talent. Consistency beats motivation. Consistency beats fear. Even on the days you don't feel good. Even on the days life feels heavy, if you show up for yourself, even just a little bit, you are already winning. Let me tell you something most people don't realize. Your life changes the moment your standards change. The moment you decide to stop accepting less than you deserve. The moment you decide to stop shrinking yourself to fit in. The moment you decide to stop apologizing for wanting more. Imagine if you started treating yourself like someone you deeply love. Imagine if you stopped speaking negatively to yourself. Imagine if you stopped telling yourself you can't do it. Imagine if you stopped waiting for permission to dream. Your life would shift immediately. You are the only person who knows your potential. You are the only person who knows what burns inside your heart. You are the only person who knows what your soul wants. So why let someone else define your worth? Why let someone else limit your future? You were not born average. You were not born to repeat the same day for 80 years. You were not born to hide your gifts. You were not born to shrink. You were born to become, to rise, to build, to create, to experience, to transform. And transformation doesn't happen when life is easy. It happens when life challenges you. When everything feels uncertain. When you feel alone in your journey. When you feel lost. But remember, sometimes you have to get lost. To find yourself again, let me tell you another short story. There was a man who spent years thinking he was unlucky. No job worked out for him. No relationship lasted. Nothing he tried seemed to stay. He thought life was unfair. One day, he met an old mentor who told him, life is not rejecting you. Life is redirecting you. And suddenly, everything made sense. All the things that fell apart were not failures, they were protection. All the people who left were not losses, they were lessons. All the doors that closed were not the end, they were pushing him toward the right path. Sometimes you're not losing. Sometimes you're being aligned. Life removes what you don't need before it gives what you do need. But because we can't see the future, we think we're being punished. When in reality, we're being positioned. If something is heavy in your life right now, maybe it's not meant to stay. If something feels forced, maybe it's not your path. If something drains you, maybe it's not meant for your future. Your heart always knows. Listen to it, and as you grow, understand one more thing. Not everyone can come with you. Some people loved the old version of you, the one who doubted, the one who didn't demand respect, the one who settled, the one who didn't know their worth. But when you rise, when you heal, when you evolve, you will outgrow them. Don't shrink to keep people comfortable. Don't slow down to match someone else's pace. Don't dim your light for someone who's afraid to shine. Your journey is yours. Your growth is yours. Your future is yours. You owe it to yourself to become everything you dreamed of, not because of pressure, but because you finally understand that you deserve that life. Let me leave you with a powerful thought. The version of you that you want to become already exists inside you. You just need to stop being loyal to your old habits, your old fears, your old excuses, your old pain. Every day, choose the future version of you. Talk like them, act like them, think like them, behave like them, show up like them, because the moment your identity changes, your entire life changes. And remember this, you don't need to see the whole staircase. You only need to take the next step. You are stronger than your past. You are bigger than your fears. You are more capable than you think, and your story is just beginning. This is English Podcast Horizon, reminding you, believe in the person you are becoming.